all terms. You need to know all the terms from this chapter. Okay, very important that you know all the terms from this chapter. You do not need to know the Bible verse. Okay, you need to know the 4 cycles of matter. Very important. You need to know them inside out. You need to know all of these big words. Okay, so evaporation, condensation, the 5 big ones that we talked about. Okay, you need to know those. All right. You need to know how the oxygen and carbon cycle works. You need to know how the nitrogen cycle works. Basically everything. Okay. When it comes to that, you do need to know about population density. You need to know what limiting factors are. You need to know what birth rate and death rate is. You need to know what will stop a population growth. Okay. Know a little bit about the red tide. Okay. This right here, remember that that's an algal bloom. All right. Red tide, it grows uncontrollably. We call that eutrophication. Okay. Know biodiversity. All right. These 5 things. Do you need to know the ones that the book says? No, you need to know the 5 that we talked about as a class. Okay, desertification, overharvesting, invasive species, deforestation, desertification again, global warming, which we also call climate change. Okay? Know the difference between species richness and species evenness. It is part of biodiversity. It is what we studied last chapter. Okay, definitely know exponential growth. Okay, the carrying capacity, logistics growth. Know how to calculate the growth. I will give you the formula in the test tomorrow, but you need to do it just like we had in our first discussion that you guys turned in about the, what were they? The otters, right? No? Yes, there were otters. Okay, make sure that you know how to calculate the ferrets. Yes. Make sure that you know how to calculate the growth rate and all of those variables. Okay? Guys, I will give you the formula. No. Okay. All right, the growth rate. Yes, you need to know that. All right. Just the elephants were just an example. Guys, there is no talking. Please, no talking at all. Okay, please, guys, you should be taking notes. Even though there's a video, you need to be listening to what I'm saying and taking notes. Okay. All right. Please know the pioneering ecosystems. Basically know how succession works. All right. If you know this, you should know how succession works. Know the difference between primary and secondary. Know what ends succession, which is the climax species. Okay. Nothing really from these couple of slides here. That's just like some encouragement. All right. Know the difference between the carbon footprint, ecological footprint. Know what greenhouse gases are. Know the 6 greenhouse gases that we talked about. You need to know the 6 greenhouse gases. You need to be able to match their chemical formula to the name. Okay, Ch.4 methane, O3 ozone, N2O nitrous oxide, so on and so forth. Okay. Know what is different between projections and observations. Know the views of ecology that we talked about and their evaluation. So here we're talking about greenhouse gases, the evaluation of greenhouse gases and how it raises the temperature. Okay? Fluorine-containing compounds. Okay? They should say it there in your book. I don't know if it's carbofluorides or chlorofluorides. Okay, but if you just say fluorine-containing compounds, that's fine. All right, so know what an ecological footprint is. Okay, basically everything that we went through today